Hi, this is Dr. Scott Young, and today we're going to kind of differentiate between the Great Reset, NESARA, white hats versus the black hats. So it'll kind of give you some more information about it. So I'm kind of looking at my notes here. Let's first hit the bad boys here, the globalists, the elitists. They're Satanists. They're the Great Reset people. They're also the people that want the one world government kind of stuff. They want the one world new order or the new order kind of issues. They're looking for depopulation, lockdown issues. They want UBI. What's that? Universal basic income. No, you go, I want that too. Listen, if you get a universal basic income, that means everyone gets a basic income. And that sounds really kind of cool maybe for you, but the reality is if a government gives you money to do, to have money just for the heck of it, they're going to ask you to do something for it. Do you really want to have that? Do you want to be locked up in areas just to have the money? I don't think you really want to do that. Inside of that Great Reset kind of issue, it's about the digital currency. They want to push you further and further toward that digital currency, which gets you into this idea of the mark of the beast kind of stuff. That's Revelation 13, 16, and 18. So that's the kind of stuff that they want to do, and they want to have the chip that implants in you. All this kind of stuff, they want to push that. But really what they want to do is that they want to have the mark without the beast. And people go, yeah, but it's the beast system. And I'm like, stop. There is going to be an antichrist, but Satan doesn't want to have the antichrist. He wants to have the mark without the beast. He wants to do it his own way. God says, no, you don't get to do it that way. They want to continue to rig all of the E's. Now, you know the little thing where you go into the voting booths, okay? I'm not going to say that little thing. They want to rig it over and over and over and over again. They want to even have NAFTA. Now, this one's a big issue. NAFTA is the trading, basically puts together the North American Trade Association. Okay, so basically what happens is that we've got the Central America and North America going together. See, that's one world government kind of stuff. And I've been hearing a lot of patriots saying, like Canada and Mexico would be protectorates of America. And I'm like, bah humbug. How would you actually answer that question? And here's what I might say to you in that way. First off, does Trump want sovereignty for us? Yes. Does he want to give power back to the people? Yes. Is NESARA about giving power back to each one of those nations? Yes. Did he kill NAFTA? Yes. Who brought in NAFTA? Obama. Do you see how that's not really related to that? See, NAFTA is all that Great Reset, all the global kind of stuff, okay? Who was the one that built the wall? Trump. Who is the one that doesn't want to finish the wall? The idiots that don't want to finish the wall. It's all the Satanists in there too. See, they want to control those things. They want to have us all on a one currency point through there. That's not something that we really want to do. That's the black hats. That's what they really want to do. They want to take away the freedoms, and they want us to, they want to reduce our ability to travel. They want to have our ability to, reduce the ability of our cars. They want to track you in your cars. They want to mess with your food supply. They want to do all of that stuff. And see, every time you see that in the media, every time you see that in the government kind of stuff, they're faking it here, okay? So calm down, guys. They've got so much CGI, and I put this on my Telegram feed, and you can kind of, I'm sorry, I'm pointing in the wrong area. Okay, I'm not really good at that. Pointing at the right area. Go to the Telegram feed, and you can kind of see some of that stuff too. Okay, so let's differentiate that with what the white hats are doing. Now, it's the Great Awakening, or I would really kind of put it more in the NESARA camp. That's what the truth seekers are doing, the patriots. We also have the Dragon family. This is an interesting group of people that they have actually been pushing Trump and pushing the white hat, the good military. These are the white hat people. They've been trying to do good things for America and good things for the world, okay? They've been trying to kill off the corruption. They want to bring back freedoms, restore those freedoms, restore constitutionality instead of this really sick way that the corporation kind of stuff. They want to, inside of banking, they want to remove the Federal Reserve, remove the central banking. They want to bring in a gold-backed currency. They want to change all the illegal banking structures, and they want to take out the illegal debt structures that are in there. This is what NESARA is about. Sorry about that. We want to have the sovereignty for each one of the nations. I just want to talk about Canada just for the heck of it here. Think about Canada. I mean, it's this country to the north that doesn't have a lot of citizenry, but it's been either controlled by France, it's been controlled by Britain, and then, kind of pushed by America. Why can't Canada just be on its own and not have sickos like Trudeau? Why can't they just have do corn and grain, wheat? Why can't they do some really cool things? And they got oil up the wazoo. Why can't they do some of that stuff? We want them strong. We want them doing the things, the fishing and all the other kind of cool things that they can accomplish. And that's part of the other portion of this, that there's going to be humanitarian funds for them to be able to do that kind of stuff. When there's a restoration of the Republic of America, that helps the rest of the world kind of going, having that freedom. It gets away from the U.S. corporation. We're flushing out the cabal-controlled leaders. We're taking out those businesses, those big corporation and the big tech. We're bringing in accurate and free elections. We're removing the Dominion machines. We're exposing all of the pedophilia and the adrenochrome and all the justice, and we're bringing secure borders. Hey, listen, no one wants to have all that stuff. And here's the thing with the secure borders. I hear this all the time. Listen, if you're here illegally in America, for instance, your family is in Colombia, let's just say. Hey man, if you're coming to school here from Colombia, great. You can be here legally with a green card to go to school because of the opportunity to go to school. But go back home. Because here's what's going to happen when NESARA comes in. You're going to get the benefits when you go back home, and your family's going to be there too. That's actually what's going to happen with NESARA. The Mexicans are going to go back home to Mexico. The Canadians are going to go there. The French are going to go back home. I mean, we're going to see all these nations want to go back home so that they can be back in their countries with their family and their friends. And that's really what we want to do. We're not talking about not including people. And if their real home country is that particular new country they've done, they need to be there legally. You would say that'd be fine. We want to have secure borders. Every country should have secure borders. And that's exactly, you see, all of these issues, when you do that, when I say this, when I talk about the globalist, all the sicko elitist stuff, notice that your anxiety rises when I first said that all. Notice that your anxiety level goes down when I was talking about the sovereignty, and you were like, kind of calm when you heard that. Did you notice that? Did you notice that there was a happy feeling and a calm feeling and, and peace versus the anxiety issues? You see, when you start to look at this and you start to ask the questions of yourself, you realize, wait, what is going on here? When there's confusion, confusion is of the enemy. And I hear this all the time. Aren't there two sets of NESARA documentation? Calm down. That's the elitist idiots trying to confuse you. There really is only NESARA of National Economic Stabilization and Reformation Act. Don't listen to the idiots trying to tell you all this other stuff. They have lost. They lost this a long time ago. The Federal Reserve, the central banks, have already lost. They're showing so much CGI. There's so much computer graphics that they're kind of trying to show you this information. But the reality is they lost. So the lockdowns and the UBI and the digital currency and the NAFTA and all this other stuff and the restrictions are things to how they want to control. But the freedoms, the openness of this stuff, and the restored republic and bringing about freedom actually expands people. And when it expands people, it allows really cool thought processes in humans. And it lets us do creative new things that helps grow. See, creativity comes from freedom and it helps you grow. And that is the best thing for these countries. And so there's a real cool thing out there that's going to happen. So be praying about that. Realize what is happening in your heart. What is happening in your heart is anxiety, then realize that's of the devil in essence, okay? So just be calm, okay? Just be praying some of the stuff in. Listen to this a couple times if you got to get this in your head with that too. So thanks so much, and go ahead and subscribe. It really helps me out. You can leave some comments. We can answer some questions too. I appreciate that a bunch.